The Quality Assurance and Capacity Building Unit oversees the annual quality assessment visits to over 650 childcare centres across Toronto. We would like to share with you Children's Services' revised measurement tool, the Assessment for Quality Improvement, and review the expectations and processes related to the measure. The Assessment for Quality Improvement, or AQI, prescribes clear expectations, service standards, and guidelines for all childcare providers who have a service contract with the City. As pedagogical leaders, childcare service providers can build on the skills of the educators by using the assessment measure to develop short and long-term goals for advancing quality. As an operator, don't wait for your annual assessment to use the measure. Use it as an ongoing reflective practice through regular staff meetings, room self-assessments, and mentoring opportunities for frontline educators. By adopting processes such as these, the operator becomes the pedagogical leader and supports educators to become co-learners with the children, families, and their peers on the journey through continuous quality improvement. As a pedagogical leader, you need to have a clear understanding of the needs and goals of the centre, the families, and the community, as well as a vision of how to achieve your goals. Successfully incorporating changes will depend in large part on how the information is communicated.
I started out in the field a little over 40 years ago. I can't quite believe that. And it really, I think quality was measured in an anecdotal way, word of mouth amongst families, amongst the professionals. And now with this tool, it is a scientific tool, and it really gives the profession a new level of credibility. Early education is always changing, and there's always something to learn and to develop. So really encouraging the professional development as well, and investing in it, which means, you know, again, talking to boards about the value of that.
To ensure consistent pedagogy practices, the AQI works in collaboration with two provincial documents, the Early Learning Framework and How Does Learning Happen? Ontario's Pedagogy for the Early Years. These principles are embedded throughout the assessment measure. For example, curriculum is planned and/or documented for all areas of development. The planning is created through observations and documentation of the children's cues, interests, and skills. Also, by providing an environment that is developmentally appropriate and accessible, children are able to follow their natural curiosity and exuberance. To support operators and educators even further, the assessment guidelines connect applicable domains directly to a reference from the Early Learning Framework. How Does Learning Happen? Defines pedagogy as the understanding of how learning happens and the philosophy and practice that support that understanding of learning. This provincial document looks at the practices of early childhood educators and asks them to reflect on how they work. It helps educators to look more carefully at what they do each and every day, think about the why of their practice, and understand more deeply how their actions have an impact on children and their families. This pedagogy document speaks to four foundations: belonging, well-being, engagement, and expression. When you review these four foundations, the AQI connects with all four areas. For example, it creates context for learning through exploration, play, and inquiry, and fostering communication and expression. These areas are embedded throughout the assessment measure, as they are key components of high-quality early learning programs. Each centre that has an annual assessment receives a Quality Makes a Difference sticker to display in their centre. The sticker assures families that the centre participates in an annual assessment process and acknowledges the hard work and dedication of the staff. Quality does make a difference. Together, we can ensure that high-quality early learning programs are available to families across Toronto. If you have any further questions about the Assessment for Quality Improvement, please contact your centre's district consultant.